Carlos. How are you doing?
Man, always good to see you, Nick. Wouldn't miss this one for sure. So I'm excited to be here. Let's give
Let's
these
go.
guys some time to jump in here and we'll get started shortly.
All right, sounds good. I like the new background, or it's new to me at least.
This one,
Yeah.
yeah, no, this one is old school a little bit, but I had not used it for probably the last 6 months or so because
Okay.
I moved and then I didn't have my setup ready.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
I just finalized it literally last week. So
Nice. All right.
because it's
Where'd you move?
actually like a real TV and everything. So it's not like a Zoom background. Yeah.
I was gonna ask. It looks like a real background. Are those like five different or is that nine different TVs, or is that one TV that?
Whatever you want to think it is, man. I won't tell you the secret. You gotta come here and visit sometime. I'll show you
All
what it
right.
is.
See, I could tell you, but I'd much rather show you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
it. Where'd you move to?
Puerto Rico. I've been here for 3 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
But we bought a house here, so we were living in a condo and then moved to a house and been setting it up slowly but surely.
Nice. All right.
Cool, cool, cool. Let's wait for more stragglers to come on in. Hey, Jenny, good to see you.
Hi, good to see you guys. Thank you for being here, Nick.
Absolutely.
Awesome, awesome.
I know that guy.
What up, Nick? What's going on?
What's up,
Good to
Gil?
see you.
How you doing?
Looking forward to today, man. Super
Yeah.
excited to hear you.
Awesome. Let's go.
All right, guys, let's get some more cameras on. Let's get more cameras on. We're
Open
starting
it
in
up.
60 seconds. So let's get those
Let's
cameras
play a little
popping.
music now.
Oh,
What's up, peoples?
Uh,
good
Let's go. Let's
stuff.
go. Let's go. Get it
All
live.
right.
What's up, Jenny? What's going on, Hector?
Lisa is on the move and she's got her camera on. So that's great.
welcome.
What's up?
Hey, let's
All
do
right,
this.
guys. So we're gonna get this show on the road. We're gonna get it started here, and you guys are in for a treat today because whenever you can leverage yourself with superpowers and not 10x anymore. 10x is like old school. Not even Nick is wearing his 10x hat anymore because that's like really 10x. This is what, like 100x, 1000x. Like I'm using AI so much, I feel like I'm flying. People must think I'm superhuman nowadays. It's like it's an impressive amount of production we can do now with AI. Like it's incredible. I used to do listing descriptions in like 3 hours. Now I do it in 2 minutes, right? So that's the power that we have here. So welcome, guys, to another GAT Mastermind. Every Monday we get in here, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, and we focus on growth, action, and production. All right. So we got growth-minded people that join here every week. We take action on what we learn. We're not tourists, right? You go to Las Vegas for one weekend, hang out, you're a tourist. But when you move to Las Vegas, that's different, right? The same thing with this. You move into this mindset of growth, action, and it improves your production because you're focused on the right things. So if you don't have this in your calendar, you want to make sure you have it in your calendar. And we always bring you massive value on strategies that are working today to level up your business. Today is no different. We have a friend of ours that has impacted our businesses and lives many times. He's a world-renowned leader, AI expert, the #1 expert. He literally has the Institute for AI in Real Estate. It's been featured on pretty much every news outlet in the world. Like if there's one that he hasn't been on, just let him know. It'll take him 2 days to get on it. So, he'll find his way to it. He's been on stages with a ton of amazing people, including billionaires and luminaries and people that, you know, impact our lives and our business every single day. Most importantly, he's a friend of ours, and he comes here whenever we ask and drops massive value. And we truly appreciate the fact that no matter how big he gets and how many people he certifies and how much he dominates, he's always got a piece of his heart for us, for the Global Alliance, and for this amazing crew. So without further ado, let's open it up. Nick, floor is yours, my friend.
Man, Carlos, thank you so much for having me, and the rest of the Global Alliance as well. And you are absolutely right. If the Global Alliance ever calls, I answer. I will always answer for you guys. You guys were a big reason I moved down to Orlando and spent some amazing, well, 2 amazing years in Orlando down there with you guys. I love being a part of a great organization such as you guys. And for the people who have their cameras on, let's get everyone's cameras on. I'm going to give a special gift to the people who have their cameras on, something that the public can't even buy, a special GPT that we built just for real estate agents. And we'll give it to the people on this call because we like you guys so much.
And just like that, the cameras are starting to light up. No more people hiding. Let's go. Come on.
Let's go. I love it. Well, guys, Carlos, and also thank you for the introduction, because I'll tell you what, I might have to call on you every now and then to give another introduction just like that one next time I speak as well. You did a great job there. Well, guys, here's what we're going to be talking about today. As one of my TV computers died, went back to the old school laptop camera, and we're good to go. We're going to be talking about artificial intelligence and what that really means. And before I get started, let me just start with this. Who here has seen more ads for AI than almost anything before you've seen in your life? There are AI ads, commercials, things that are happening all over the place. And it's like, okay, I get it. There's AI in the world, but what do you actually do with it? Which ones actually work? What tools can you actually use for your real estate business? And then this is happening too. Artificial intelligence comes out, and I will tell you guys right now, this is the single-handed greatest technological advancement in human history, period. And I know we're almost immune to hearing that because we've heard it for years, but then it was followed by like a ShamWow commercial, right? Guys, you won't believe this, the greatest technological advancement in human history. This towel can wipe up any stain. ShamWow. And like, that's what we've been hearing. But now, I just want to say this again. Guys, this is artificial intelligence getting introduced to humanity. The things that you've seen in movies and comic books for years, AI and artificial intelligence, is now available to the public. This is groundbreaking. We're going to go over some different ways for us to go through this. But I'm going to share my screen. I have some slides. What I'm going to do here today, guys, first I'm going to go through like about 7 slides, some things that we need to go over before we get started, the mindset around this. But then also I'm going to go over 3 separate tools with you guys here today, actionable steps that you guys can take around AI. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I just want to shatter some ceilings and break some glass here. Here we go. Guys, there is no future in this world, let alone the real estate industry, in which you don't have to use AI. All right? That future that you might have built up in your head of, oh yeah, it's a new technology, but I don't need to learn that. There is no future in this world without you learning AI. Period. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, but especially the real estate industry too, there's no future in which you don't have to learn this and still be in the industry. It will continue to evolve and grow. One way that most people don't even understand how AI has already impacted their lives. Who here on this call has a Roomba? Does anybody have a Roomba that goes around, cleans your house for you when you're not there? Guys, here's the reality. That is an artificial intelligence robot that cleans your house for you. Imagine if they would have marketed it like that. How many people would buy it? They'd be like, no, I don't want an AI robot in my house while I'm not there. But they marketed it as a Roomba, cleans your house for you, makes it convenient, and everybody bought it. Guys, the future is going to get a lot crazy. It's going to start looking like some of these shows that you've seen in the past with how AI is getting incorporated into it. There's already a factory out in Seattle that in 2026, 2027 will have 0 humans working in it. It will literally be robots running the factory. These are things that are happening. And if you believe that the real estate industry won't change, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. So first, I just wanted to get that out of the way. There is no future in which you don't have to learn this. And how do I know this? Just open your eyes and see what's happening in the world. Stanford, artificial intelligence programs, all of their degrees are essentially changing because of it. You go into their healthcare applications. Guys, look up the Da Vinci robot that they use to do surgeries. Here is another future that will happen, guys. When somebody says they got a surgery and they said a human doctor do it, they're gonna be like, wait, you let a human operate on you? They're gonna think you're crazy. The Da Vinci robot and the statistics and already how many successful surgeries it has already done. This is not future, this is now. It is currently doing surgeries, thousands of surgeries, perfect rates. The Da Vinci robot, look it up, guys. It's revolutionizing healthcare. It's changing society and going through this. You look at MIT, some of the most prestigious ones, colleges in the country. They have the United States Artificial Intelligence Institute. And the Krem Institute beat them to that little verbiage, but we'll leave that out of it. But they opened the United States Artificial Institute. Going through this, Microsoft, they have AI engineer associates. They also have artificial intelligence in Harvard, creating value in machine learning. The entire world is changing this way, guys, and the real estate industry will change with it. This is why we did start the Krem Institute of Artificial Intelligence. Like Carlos said, if you guys know a news outlet that we're not in here, just let us know. We'll try and get in one of those too. But guys, we created the world's first AI certified agent about 1.5 years ago because my team members came to me. There were a couple team members. I'd love to take credit for this, but it wasn't me. My team members came up to me and they're like, Nick, you have to take a look at this. We are starting to use this. And all of a sudden, we single-handedly reduced our staffing by 80%, reduced our overhead by 80%, and increased our output in the last 1.5 years. There was one day we let go with about 30 people in one day. It was a hard day. Don't get me wrong. It was a very hard day, but I just went to them like, literally, guys, I don't have work for you right now. Because I have about a staff of 4 now that does the work that a staff of 40 was doing before. It's insane. And then we looked at our business and said, if we don't change our business, we're going to be put out of business. So we made the change. And for those of you who don't know us, it is myself and my brother that run our business. My real brother here, you can see. You could say we've known each other a long time. It's my one corny joke at this thing. But we've been working together the last 7 years. We've been able to grow our business, 13 countries in all 50 states, because we know how to do one thing really well. We know how to market and brand, right? As many of you know, it's not always the best agent who wins. It's the best marketer. You all know an agent who is a shitty agent, but they're good on social media, so they get business, right? Let's keep going. And our instructors. Here's what I want to tell people. We all see AI coming. We all know what's happening. How many people here are really taking advantage of it? And my question is, what the fuck are you really doing? It's one swear I'll have. What are you doing, guys? If you take a look at history, we all know these things. History repeats itself. We're all like, yeah. Take a look at history and you'll know what's going to happen in the future. These were real headlines that were coming out when the internet first came out. New York Times and other places. Might be a passing fad as millions give up on it. That one was true. A lot of people did give up on it. The internet, won't last. Here are some of my favorite ones. Hackers turn your home computer into a bomb and blow your family to smithereens. Computer virus spreads to humans, right? I see people laughing at this now because we know it's not true. But the reality was people were just scared. The technology was so different that they just didn't know what to do with it. And there were a bunch of false headlines that were coming out. Let me ask you this, guys. How many Terminator memes have you seen in the last 1.5 years? Right? Terminator memes, AI is going to take over the world. Well, guess what, guys? It's 1.5 years later, and we're all still here. AI has actually been around and in existence for the last 70 years. That's right, 70. Artificial intelligence, they've been working on it for the last 70 years. If it was going to take over the world, probably already would have done it, right? Guys, this is the next greatest evolution in technology history, in human history. So here are some things that we've learned over this last 1.5 years working with it. And if this first one is really important, guys, stop looking at these as tools. Guys, these AI, well, the AI, for lack of better words, tools, these AI apps, and they are artificial intelligence. Start looking at these as a lifelong employee. Your ChatGPT will become a lifelong employee with you. Once you train it once, you never have to retrain it again. How many people here have ever hired someone to do a job and then 2 weeks later, they're doing it completely different than you trained them how to do it, right? With ChatGPT, that's not the case. You train it how to do something once and you never have to retrain it again. Once you start looking at ChatGPT as your lifelong employee, I promise you this will start looking different because you don't go there for transactions. It's not just about feeding you prompts and saying, hey, use this prompt to get a post. Great, that's a transaction. Start thinking about how you can train it to do specific tasks for you, train it to speak to your audience. 2, AI is a lifelong skill, guys. This is a lifelong skill that is not going anywhere. The more that you learn it and learn to integrate it, the more your business will become efficient. 2, 3, AI tools are only as good as you train them, right? My ChatGPT is trained to do some pretty gangster things, guys. Does not mean yours is. You guys have clean slates if you haven't trained it yet. 4, go deep, not wide. What I mean by that are, there are literally thousands of AI tools out there. You don't need 1,000 to change your life. We use about 6. We use 6 and we cut 80% of our staffing and 80% of our overhead and increased our output. And 5, guys, think about this as business efficiency and growth. How many people here have ever had an amazing year on the sales side, but a shitty year on the personal side? Because you put all your time, energy, and effort into your business and you had no time or energy left over for your personal life. Think about this, guys. AI is here and it works 125,000 times faster than the human brain. 125,000 times faster than the human brain. I'm going to show you guys some of the tools that we are using here today that we are using for our business growth, efficiency, and even give you guys some custom GPTs. You'll know what that is by the end of this. That will help you guys with your real estate business. So with that being said, the first tool I'm going to go over with you guys is called Merlin. Just getmerlin.in. Getmerlin.in. Think of this tool as your personal assistant everywhere that you go online. This one is one of my personal favorites. It's essentially ChatGPT, Claude, Llama, all these different ones built into this assistant that follows you anywhere you go online. You see over here on the right, you will see Merlin is always right here for me, right? I'm going to give you some simple ways that we use it, that we personally use this, and we're coaching agents how to use this as well. One simple way is different blog posts or different online articles. You can take time to go through the entire thing and read it word for word. Here's what we're having agents do. Over here on the right, if you have Merlin, you can just simply do chat with this web page. Say preparing web page, and then you can just say, give me a summary. So it'll go through, and guys, this works on any web page on the internet, anything that is on here. You just go here and say, give me a summary, and it'll take a couple seconds sometimes. And here we go. The summary of this webpage, interest rates, forecasts, readiness in homes in 2022. And it goes through and it gives you summaries of things in seconds. Instead of going through step by step, you can get it here. Here is one way that agents were using it right now. The lawsuit, right? You know, the 26-page document and the lawsuit. Here's what you guys can do. You can literally come back here, open up my Merlin, and do chat with documents. You can open up the entire lawsuit and ask it questions about it. Open it up with documents and talk to it back and forth about the changes that are happening. Get summaries in seconds. Other times, people with their contracts will come here, chat with the document, and go back and forth. Chat with web page. Great way to use Merlin because you can get summaries in seconds. And then you can even chat back and forth with it. If you go chat with this web page, it'll pop up. Tell me the key points. We'll go through. Here are the key points. All right. And then you can say, what's happening with inventory? And it literally goes back and forth, and it just gives you rundowns of what is happening based on the articles and things you are given. I am using this at scale. How am I using it? Because guys, AI is constantly changing every day. For me to keep updated with everything, I don't have time to sit there and read through everything that is online. I come here and I chat with it and I have conversations. It's my personal assistant everywhere I go. Here's another way I love using Merlin. So my man, John Kitchen, has asked me to come on this podcast. And let's say that I can't do it this month, but I want to do it the next month. Guys, I haven't responded personally to an email in over 1.5 years because of this right here. AI reply. Let them down nicely. Can't do it now. Follow up in a month. So what it will do is it will read the email. Boom. Good enough. Hope this email finds you well. Thanks for the opportunity. Care for consider offer. I truly appreciate it and confidence in my abilities. However, thought and consideration are great to inform you that I'm unable to commit to the opportunity at the time, and send. So here's what it does, guys. It will read the emails for you. It reads it, and all you got to do is glance over and figure out, do you want to attend this? Do you not want to attend this? And people are sending you offers. You can literally just come in here and let them down nicely and write a counter offer. Or let's say in real estate, I know sometimes you guys tell someone to do something 5 or 10 times, and they email you back with it not being done. Instead of sending them an emotional reply, you can just simply say, let them know it's freaking urgent, be professional, and get it done. And all of a sudden, it will write you a nice professional email, but let them know about the urgency, and it takes your emotion out of it. And again, Merlin, how many emails do you guys have at the end of the day that you have to go through, figure out what to say, read it, be a professional, and get it done? Instead of doing that, you can come into here and get that done as well. My last favorite part about Merlin, guys, I use YouTube University, like to a T. I love me some YouTube, but I also don't have an hour to sit down and watch YouTube sometimes. So I'll come over here and say, give me the summary of this video. And it'll go through ChatGPT to write custom tailor. Oh, that's what I want to learn. And you click on it, and it takes you to that exact point in the video. You can get the exact entire transcript of the video as well. But now, instead of sitting here and trying to figure out what to do, what to say, how long of the video do I want to watch before I back out, I can get the summary of the video in seconds. Opus, that is a good one. Let's go to Opus. And it's me drinking my water bottle, but I'm going to talk about Opus in a second. These are 3 of the ways that we are currently using Merlin as our personal assistant in almost everything that we do. So Merlin is the first tool I wanted to show you guys. This next one might blow some of your minds, because I'll tell you what, I traveled the country before getting agents to get on video more. And I always heard the same things. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't want to get on camera and I don't have time. Well, I was kind of waiting for this day. Hey, Jen. All right, guys. Hey, Jen is literally a video duplication of yourself. It will look like you and it will sound like you. All right. Some good notes about Hey, Jen. You can start as a free account or for $20 a month, right? So it's not like thousands of dollars to create an AI avatar of yourself. It starts as little as $29 a month, right? Creating your AI avatar takes as little as 5 minutes. Creating an AI avatar of yourself can take as little as 5 minutes, guys, sitting in front of a computer and getting this done. This one is called HeyGen, H-E-Y-G-E-N. Let's see if I can give you guys an example. HeyGen event promotion. Let's check this one out.
I know what you're thinking, and no, it is not too good to be true. This is, in fact, my AI avatar video. Nick Krem here, co-founder of the Krem Institute of Artificial Intelligence. When you register for this event, you will be getting live access to one of the founders of this revolutionary AI video technology. You're watching an AI video right now, and on the live virtual event, you will be learning how to use this technology in your real estate business.
You guys know me, I do talk with my hands. So that's pretty spot on, right? So guys, that was a video avatar of myself. All I did was go into the chat, like I created an avatar, right? And then I wrote a script using ChatGPT, copy and pasted it, and done. My team, here's my favorite part now, guys. My team, now I train ChatGPT to sound like me, to write scripts like me. I copy and pasted hundreds of emails that I've written into my ChatGPT, my team's ChatGPT. And now emails, posts, video content is all being created through this. I don't even have to touch it, right? So, hey, Jen, it's super simple to use. As you can see, it looks like you and it sounds like you. I'm just going to stop sharing my screen for a second to let you guys know one thing about Hey, Jen, all right? Some people might realer than you. All right, Vincent, come on. You can't duplicate this. But here's what I would say, guys. Some people will say, oh, mine sounds robotic. And then I watch them shoot the video and their test video that they shoot is, hi, my name is Nick. I'm going to shoot this video for Hey, Jen. I'm like, You sound robotic, so your HeyGen avatar sounds robotic. For your avatar to be good, pick a topic you're enthusiastic about when you shoot your video, right? Pick a topic you're enthusiastic about, and then it can literally sound like you, look like you, and even have your voice inflections, all right? So going through this, I just want to show you a way an agent went into here and they created a listing video. Their admin came in here and created a listing video for their home.
Like backdrop. This modern abode boasts a spacious 3-car garage, hardy wood siding, and expansive windows that invite natural light. Surrounded by mature trees on over 5 acres, the property promises privacy and serenity. The well-manicured landscaping, including a statement rock feature, complements the home's serene environment. As we venture to the rear of this enchanting property,
so all they did was take their listing description, they took their pictures that were already there, copy and pasted it into HeyGen, and they got their video. Not bad views for a guy who doesn't do much video. Never really did video before, and now he's creating them using HeyGen. So yes, you can create video content, but there's also some ninja things that we started to do with this that is increasing conversion by some of our agents by over 15%. And I'm really excited to share this with you guys. It's a little bit newer. Most people don't know about this yet, and I haven't even came out with much training on it. But there's something on here called personalized video. All right? Personalized video. And my team's actually creating a project for us as we speak. Rejected, credits refunded. Here's what it can do, guys. It can send people a personalized video at scale. For years, I have been teaching agents that sending in someone a personalized video would dramatically increase your conversion on leads, right? Because if I take out my camera and I say, hey, Carlos, thank you so much for having me on here today. Yada, yada, yada. If you want more information, click the link below. If I say somebody's name in a video and it's personalized, that means something. Your conversion on leads can increase. So but the problem with it was, it's not scalable, right? You can never scale a personalized video, or so I thought until now. Guys, this one tool, I promise you, this will increase your conversion on leads that you're getting on any online source. And it has API or Zapier fixtures where you can set this up, or you can do it the old-fashioned way, uploading CSVs. But imagine somebody registers for your online site and in minutes gets a personalized video. And it says, hey, Gil, I saw you were just looking at our website at 123 Main Street. I just wanted to reach out to you and let you know there are some properties that aren't currently on the website that might be available to you. If you want to get those properties, schedule a call below. Every lead that comes to your site gets a personalized video sent directly to their inbox, right? So check this one out. This is what it would look like, just a very basic one where it's like, hey, Emma, how's it going? Dear Emma, hope this finds you well. And it's kind of like BombBomb in the way, right? You know how BombBomb sends out their emails with their videos right here in their thumbnail. But here's the difference. With this one, it sets them up, and you could write as much as you want on here. This was like an example I'll share with somebody.
Hey, Emma, how's it going? I saw you looking at a home on 123 Main Street. I'm really excited that you are looking at this home. It has great opportunity. If you are curious about different ways that you can work with me, make sure you click the link below. Excited to work.
And then it comes right over here and it can click the link, take them to a calendar or anywhere that you want to go. The whole purpose of this one is every lead that comes to your website, you can say their name, what property they're looking at, and give them a call to action. Personalized landing pages with a personalized video to every lead that enters your database. How are other agents using this? Other ways that you can use this. Let's get creative. Let's say on Christmas, you want to send out a Christmas video. Here's what some agents are doing. They're going into their HeyGen and they're putting on a Santa Claus hat and like a Santa Claus hat, let's just say. And they say, hey, I just want to say happy, Merry Christmas, yada, yada, yada. If you have any questions, reach out. And they just send it out to all of their past clients. Simple way to get personalized video to each individual. But guys, there is a way where you can, with every lead coming into your database, it's just starting a project. And this takes you all of about 25 minutes to get this set up, get it set up in your accounts and get it sent out. Here is another one that I am really excited about. The AI, not the AI studio, the streaming avatar. This one is going to be up on our site very shortly. But check this one out. Start new chat. So guys, imagine if you could have the AI version of yourself, selling your leads on every website and landing page that you have. A real estate joke.
Sure, here's one. Why don't real estate agents trust stairs? Because they're always up to something.
Nah, that's a good joke, right? But guys, you can have, and if you guys know knowledge bases, this is where you can have an entire knowledge base behind this. An entire knowledge base. Let's say, for example, the entire model of whatever company you're at. Copy and paste the model in here, and now it knows the model better than almost anybody else. And people can come to your site and chat and ask it questions, right? And it'll chat with you. And some people might say, and I think this is the time I want to talk about this too. Some people might sit here and say, but Nick, they'll know it's not me. It looks like it's AI. Exactly. That is the point. I feel like some people are missing a big opportunity because they don't want things to look like AI. And my whole thinking is this. Does anybody here remember the first person who showed them the internet? Or like the first time you truly understood the power of the internet? And like what that did for you? Guys, being the first person that people see an AI avatar of, and imagine just marketing, hey guys, I have an AI version of myself on my website. You can go to and ask questions. Just go there and play around with it. How many people would go there that know you, that just want to play around with it, that just want to see it? There's a whole marketing angle on this that I believe most people aren't seeing because they say, oh, if people know it's AI, they won't like it. Oh, if people know it's AI, yada, yada, yada. The reality is this, guys, AI is here. And if you're the first agent that people see using it consistently over and over, they're going to remember you for years to come. But this one right here, you can have an AI version of yourself booking appointments for you on your website, answering questions for people on your website, done for you. And yes, I know some people have some really great real estate models. You could have the entire model built in the back end, and we are currently testing that right now with some great success. And I'll send you guys the chat bot for that too. Already built out. It's done. So that one's completed too. So, hey, Jen, guys, a lot of possibilities with this. And again, a great marketing angle is once you set up your streaming avatar, just tell people to go test it out. One of the hardest things to do is get people to your website. And it's a great way to be able to get people to your website and possibly even book you some appointments. So, hey, Jen is the second tool I wanted to show you guys. The third one is ChatGPT. So, before we jump into this one, I know some people might use things similar to ChatGPT. Here's the way I look at it. A lot of them do very similar things. But if you have to tell someone that doesn't know your tool that it's like ChatGPT, then you should probably be using ChatGPT, right? So here is just some very basic things before I jump into it that I want to share with you guys. ChatGPT, before you jump into it and get started, the very first thing you should do, in the bottom left here, you will see my plan. Upgrade to the $20 a month version. I'll show you guys why in a second, but it will be the single-handed best $20 a month you spend in your business, period. Not even close. Best $20 a month investment that you make into your business. Upgrade to the $20 a month version. You guys got that? I'll say it one more time. Make sure you go to the $20 a month version, all right? Here's the second thing. Before you even use your ChatGPT that you should do. So on the bottom left, again, bottom left, right, guys? Bottom left over here, do customize ChatGPT. So this is where I insert, copy and paste my bio. They'll give you some thought starters. Where are you based? What do you do for work, your hobbies, interests, etc. Why do you want to do customized ChatGPT? Because I don't know about you, but I don't want to tell it. My name is Nick. I am from Cleveland. I am a real estate agent. Every single time I ask it to do something, because that's your alternative. If you don't want to put this in here, you got to tell it who you are every time. I don't have time to waste, and I'm sure you guys don't too. But in here, it tells me who I am, where I'm located. Essentially, right here on this top one, you put your bio. So now it knows you're a real estate agent. You're sitting here. This is part of training your ChatGPT, right? So now I never have to tell it who I am again. Go through the training on this. How do you want ChatGPT to respond? And again, this is where I love watching amateurs talk about this, because I see amateurs all the time on social media. If I see another listing description written by AI, I'm going to puke. Oh, all they use are these words. Don't listen to freaking amateurs talk about this stuff, because they have no idea how it works. They will get you behind. And again, amateurs, you know how simple it is for them not to use words? Check this out. Never use the word boast, never use the word data analytics. And guess what? My ChatGPT will never say those words ever again. That's how simple some of those things are. If you don't like certain words, you can do this. And I also say, here's an example of my writing style to use. And I give it just a little example as much as can fit right here. So now it responds in a business casual. Here's who we are dressed as. Here's our belief. AI is here to spend less time behind a computer and more time communicating with their clients. I fully believe that. AI is here to improve the human connection. How should you be addressed? So before you get started, guys, you might want to put in there, we believe it's always a good time to sell your home. No, but like you can put whatever you want in there. And now your ChatGPT is trained to speak a certain way, trained to do some things for you, right? So here's what I'm going to do. Before I jump into one of the most badass features that there are out there right now, I just want to give you guys some basic examples of the importance of training your ChatGPT. Right? Because what most people want to do is they'll come in here and say, write me a post for a seller. And they'll mistake speed with quality, right? Don't mistake speed for quality. Because what is a post for a seller? It is generic. It is shit. It doesn't really work. A basic rule of marketing is people are sold on emotion and justify with logic. You know? So coming back here, here is a great phrase. If you guys are taking notes, maybe this is a good one to write down. If you ask ChatGPT a dumbass question, you get a dumbass answer. All right? This isn't like grade school when they said there's no such thing as a stupid question. There is when it comes to ChatGPT, guys, right? So I'm going to give you guys 4 basic prompts that will help you train to create your ideal client profile within ChatGPT. Because as everyone knows in marketing, the first thing you start with is your ideal client profile. So before I jump into the prompts, the first thing you want to do is ask yourself, who are you marketing to? All right? Who are you marketing to? And don't just say buyers, don't just say sellers, okay? A good ideal client profile is a first-time millennial home buyer living in Orlando. First-time millennial home buyer in Orlando, Florida, right? And then here's what we would do on a marketing aspect. And guys, we had a content house in Orlando, Florida. 7-bedroom content house, turned the giant thing into a giant video studio. We had clients flying from all over the country. The first thing we would do is spend about 4 to 5 hours with them on a whiteboard saying, who's your ideal client profile? And then we would say, what are their goals? And spend time really trying to get in the mind. What are the goals of this individual? And then we would spend time, what are the fears? And we would go through and we would take hours writing an ideal client profile on a whiteboard before we try to lick at content or created anything. I'm going to show you how we can do that in about 2 minutes. So check this out. You want to say the first prompt, what are the goals of then your target audience? What are the goals of a first-time millennial home buyer in Orlando? And what it's going to do, it's going to go through and create the goals of a first-time millennial home buyer in Orlando. Proximity, good schools. So it's going to go through and it's going to create these things. This isn't for your posts. This is the training aspects, guys. Before I ask it to do anything for me, I have to first train my ChatGPT who I'm marketing to. What are the fears of a first-time millennial home buyer in Orlando? So the first prompt, what are the goals? The second prompt, what are the fears of your target audience? We'll go through. watering. It's going to go through the goals, the fears. What are the goals? Fears? Market timing. And if you guys don't know these things, it's good to actually go through there and read these so you can start getting in the mind of your ideal clients. First one, what are the goals? Second one, what are the fears? The third one, what are the motivations of a first-time millennial home buyer in Orlando? And here's a quick side note. Guys, if you look over here on the left, millennial home buyer, you can rename this if you want. But every time I come back to my chat GPT, this chat right here on the left will be specifically trained for first-time millennial home buyers in Orlando. Once you do this once, you never have to do it again. You can just keep coming right back to this chat and it's fully trained, ready to go for you. So what are the goals? What are the fears? I think I just did. What are the motivations? And here's my personal favorites. What is the internal dialogue of a first time? Sarasota or in Orlando. What is the internal dialogue? I love this one. Why? Because if you can know what your client is thinking and create video topics around this, this is where right here, this would be almost all my hooks. If you guys are into shooting videos or shooting content, these would be all of my hooks. Guys, if you're a first-time millennial home buyer in Orlando, Florida, you're probably thinking, can I really afford this home? What will the monthly expenses look like with mortgage, insurance, taxes, and maintenance costs? Well, and then you can go into it. You can literally take these and turn it into a video hook in seconds. Why? The best marketing. Has anybody ever watched a video and in the first couple seconds, they said something that you were thinking? You're almost like, how did the algorithm do that? They're in my head. Well, here you go, guys. The internal dialogue. This is literally what your ideal clients are thinking. You can create massive amounts of content just from this. So before you go in there and start asking for Facebook posts, video topics, ask it the goals, the fears, the motivations, and the internal dialogue of your ideal client profile. And then from here, you have built your ICP, your ideal client profile. And then you can start asking it more questions from here. That's one part of this. Second part, kind of going rapid fire, so I'm glad this is recorded for you guys. Here is one thing. This changed January 10th, 2024, changed a lot of things. It's going to put about 80% of AI startups out of business. So before January 10th, right, you saw AI startups popping out of nowhere. And guys, I hate to break it to you, but the 16-year-old from somewhere in Asia that brought up their own AI company, they didn't spend billions of dollars to create their own AI. Here's what they were doing, right? Because we all probably saw the AI listing description writer and pay us $20 a month and we'll write all your listing descriptions for you, right? Here's all they did. They white labeled ChatGPT and then sold you off a piece of ChatGPT. And thousands of people did that, right? And they thought they were going to make a killing forever. Well, ChatGPT said, you know what, enough of that. We're going to come up with something different for you. So January 10th changed everything. And yes, you do need to upgrade to the Plus version to get this feature. Over here on the left, you'll see Explore GPTs. See this? Explore GPTs. So when you click on that, guys, think about it like this. This is your Netflix library for all things AI. Chef. You can look up chef and it will let you say healthy chef. Recipe created with visual and nutritional insights. So you can literally click on this and it's a custom GPT. What can I cook with these ingredients? So you can go to your fridge or wherever you're at and say, what can I cook with these ingredients? You can literally upload a photo of your fridge and it will tell you what you can cook. You can copy and paste all the things you're getting from the grocery store and it can tell you what you can cook, right? So that is just one way that you can use this. Explore GPTs. Coming down here, you can literally use Canva, even if you're not paying for an account. You click on Canva and just say, create me a flyer for a first-time millennial home buyer in Orlando. So it's going to go through Canva. Could you share more about your message to convey? Oh, that's a good question. They wants to buy now. Let's just say they want to buy now. But again, guys, if you don't have Canva, this is Canva built into ChatGPT, and you can chat with it. And if you do have Canva, you guys are really going to like this next part. So here we go. So you can chat with ChatGPT, create designs on here. Your dream home awaits, Orlando, Florida. So check this out, guys. If you do have a Canva account, you just click on the image and it opens up right in your Canva account for you. And then you just start editing it. You can do your brand and everything else. But it literally, you can ask ChatGPT to create something for you, click it, and it opens up in your Canva account. Really cool, right? And again, explore GPTs. If you guys want to create logos, literally go to Logo Creator, and then you can create a logo, cartoonize yourself, writing styles, AI Humanizer. If you want your things that you create, you can go to Humanizer, copy and paste it into it, and it will humanize it for you. Text to Video Maker. This assistant creates high quality video prompts by easily using in-video technology. So you can literally do text to video within here. You get all, literally, thousands of GPTs for $20 a month, right? You can even type in real estate. Real estate investing guru, 35 years experience, and go through all these different ones. What I'm going to show you guys today is one that I created. Of course, I was going to get out. You think I was going to let this pass me up? My Listing Buddy, guys. So check this out. 4.5 stars, not bad out of 5. My Listing Buddy. So I like to say it's your personal assistant in every listing, every time. Here is how it works. We took pages of copywriting, how to be a good copywriter, and put it as a knowledge base. What that means is this GPT is trained how to write good copy. It is trained how to write good listing descriptions. It is trained how to market your listings. Okay. So here's an example. Here's just a home I've clicked on Zillow. What you would do is you just copy and paste facts and features about the home. So before you even list the home, you just, all the facts and features on the home that you have, you come to My Listing Buddy. You say, create a listing description. All you got to do is copy and paste the facts and features. And then click enter. And My Listing Buddy is going to go through and it's going to write you a listing description in bullet point format and then one in paragraph style with less than 1,000 characters. It's going to go through. It gives me a second to drink my water. Here we go. And guys, My Listing Buddy, free to use as much as you want. So it's going through and it's writing this here for you. You know, I kind of feel like this is like dial-up internet now, right? Because when dial-up internet came out, everyone was so excited. It was working so fast. And then high-speed internet came out. You're like, oh, man, dial-up's so slow. Now I'm thinking like, man, it takes 4 seconds to write this. It takes so long. But here we go, guys. Single paragraph. So it literally goes through. I just copy and paste the facts and features. And My Listing Buddy is specifically trained to write you a listing description with less than 1,000 characters, so you can copy and paste it right into your MLS. And then check this out. But I didn't stop there because I'm like, I think I want to do some more for these agents. So then you can come back to My Listing Buddy. And check this out. Create all my marketing for my listing. So that listing description that you just created, just copy and paste it in here. Copy and paste it. It's going to ask some questions. Copy and paste, and hit enter. And then here is what My Listing Buddy is trained to do. It's going to write you 2 Facebook posts promoting your listing, 2 Instagram posts with the right hashtags promoting your listing. It's going to write 2 emails inviting buyers to come check out your new listing. It's going to write you a YouTube script complete with headline, topic, keywords for your new listing. And then it's going to go through and it's going to write you a Facebook ad copy for your new listing as well. All you got to do is copy and paste your listing description in here, and it's going to write all this information for you at about, let's say, about 30 seconds. Going through here, 150 words.
I don't know, man. I think we got to throw in the Canva feature into this too. Can you make my flyers too?
Check this out. Oh, you know, Carlos, I am glad you asked that question. So what you can do with this, check it out. So I'm going to let it keep writing, or I could stop it right here. At Canva. So guys, if you do the at sign here, you can do at Canva. Now create an image for my new listing. I think I might ask you for the image for your listing, or it'll just start going. You can do at Canva. And it will create it for you, and then you open up your Canva and you actually insert your image of your listing into it. 2 designs for Long Beach duplex listing.
I've been playing with this a lot, and like I got it sending emails out.
Yep.
I got, you know, through Zapier.
Yep.
So there's been a lot of cool things. And also I created one that I loaded into it a lot of my personal information. So it knows what I like to eat, what Rosemary likes to eat, like all these things. I was like, hey, you know, I want to take Rose to a date night. And it'll answer, well, based on, you know, what you guys like and the venue you like, this is the kind of restaurant that I think you would enjoy. It's pretty freaking crazy. It's pretty badass. Like when you feed it information, like literally I created a Word document with a bunch of personal information that I can just ask and it'll reply. So
that's awesome. And you're absolutely right. It's all about the information you feed it. I'm just going to give you guys the link for my listing buddy. That one is free to use as much as you guys want to use it. You just go ahead. And there's one more I want to show you guys before I think we'll leave some time for questions here. This one is not available to the public. All right. So this one, you can't even buy it from me if you wanted to. But like Carlos said, if the Global Alliance calls me, I am here for you guys. I'm going to copy this link and put it in the chat. So here's what we did with this one, guys. I'm not the best YouTuber in the world. I might be here pretty shortly, but not right now. So one of my mentors always told me, if you're not the smartest person in the room, sit next to the smartest person in the room, right? So you can look at their piece of paper. So here's what we did. We took some of the best the best YouTube real estate training out there. We bought it and transcribed all of it, right? A lot of the best training out there. And then we put it as a knowledge base behind this. So now this custom GPT is specifically trained how to help you create the viral or whatever YouTube videos for real estate agents. So it can help you create your keywords, your descriptions, your headlines, and your scripts in seconds. It's specifically trained for real estate agents how to use YouTube. So I just went ahead and put this one in the chat for you guys as well. Again, it's not available to the public. You can't find it by exploring GPTs. It's a private one. But since we like the Global Alliance, I felt like I got to share with you guys something a little special. So I just shared that one in the chat as well. You know, before I open up to questions, I just want to say, guys, AI is here. There is literally not a future in which you do not have to learn this. Sam Altman is quoted as saying there will be a first solopreneur billionaire because of AI. That is the power of this, right? And in the real estate industry, the huge shift that I think people don't see coming is that singular solo agents can now outmarket the biggest teams. Big teams can use AI too. I'm not saying that they can't, but the teams and companies that refuse to make this shift will get left in the dust. How do I know this? I've already reduced my staff 80% and my overhead 80%. And we had our most profitable months ever, and it's fantastic. And I'm telling you, there will be some solo agents who figure this shit out and outmarket some big teams. And then there'll be some big teams who figure it out and outmarket everybody else too. The shift that most people don't see coming is AI, because they're focused on the lawsuit, they're focused on the rates, they're focused on the inventory and all the freaking distractions that are out there. They don't see AI coming. Don't be one of those agents. Make the shift.
Brother, first off, the Golden Buzzer Award has to go off right now. Everybody give him a freaking shout. Like, this has definitely been one of the best ones of the year. For me personally, it's been exciting to watch your whole journey, like from beginning to now to what I expect you like taking over the universe with your talent and your fearlessness to just continue to reinvent and can just moving forward and stuff like that. And your brother, man, like super proud of both of you guys. It's been incredible to watch that. Normally we do a lot of Q&A. Normally I interrupt you, to be honest with you, at the 30-minute mark, but it was like, there's no fucking way I'm interrupting. This is one of the best presentations for Gap Mastermind I have seen in a long time. I'm super, super appreciative of you. I don't want you guys to miss. He said something that, in the midst of everything, you might think of like, man, this is overcomplicated, but it was 4 basic principles that you can do, 4 questions you've got to ask yourself to get your ChatGPT going. Nick, can you just go back and just say those 4 basic things? Because it was so much brilliance. It's like they could have missed it. And if there was an actionable item that they can do right now, it would be that 4 things. What were those 4 things that they can go ask themselves, ask their ChatGPT to start crafting their personalization?
Actually, what is the internal dialogue? Boom. I put it in the chat as well, so you guys can see it there. And I'm glad you did bring that up, Gil, because that is a very key point. And crafting your ideal client profile. Before you ask it anything, ask it, what are the goals of your target audience? What are the fears of your target audience? What are the motivations of your target audience? And what's the internal dialogue of your target audience? So now you're teaching your ChatGPT to speak emotionally with your marketing, and that's powerful. I'm glad you brought that up, Gil.
No, I mean, because listen, it's the way you get started, right? And the biggest thing is when you look at all this AI stuff, it can be with HeyGen and all that stuff like that, just overwhelmingly. You can just go in there and just start using it and understanding. Like for me, my target audience is agents that want to get to the next level, right? So I'm going to be super descriptive on what that looks like, right? Don't just assume it's just buyer and seller, which is another thing that you might like. Specifically, if you could attract the perfect avatar, the perfect client, the one that will respond best to you, right? What do they look like? What language do they speak? Where do they live? Like, what do they like? What kind of property would they like, right? Are they a downtown Manhattan client, or are they living on a farm in Idaho? Identify your avatar, go deep with them. And I thought that 4 things right there is the genesis of you getting involved in this AI world. And you know what? It seems so funny because I get an AI and ChatGPT all the time. I never took a chance to explore those other GPTs, never pressed that button. So watching you press it for me was just like, holy mackerel, whole new world. I will be a listing buddy. I can tell you right now. I am now I'm diehard listing buddy. We will not be putting listings without listing buddy. I love that. That was super cool. Is there any questions in the chat that I should probably address? Let's see what we got here. There's just too much. I mean, I don't even know where to start with this. Let's see. Chat. Who's got? If you got a chat, if you got a question, I'm gonna let you just scream it out right now. Just jump in.
Yeah. Can you teach it to speak like you? That's a common question. Can you teach it to speak like you? Guys, this is where, if you like, first, you have to have copy that you have personally written, right? Like without that, you can't really teach it to speak like you, because unless you literally open up your chat and just start speaking, which will be difficult. But here is essentially what you can do, right? You can literally just go into your Google Docs. Well, this is where I keep it, right? So here's what I would do. And let's see, you can see I do a lot of copy, message to consumer, cert to not in society. So I can just come in here. Here's an email that I wrote. And what I would do is then you just start feeding this, right? So you open this up and it's like, here are 10 examples of how I write, read and learn to write like me. And it will say, got it, Nick, give me 10 examples, right?
Could you use could you use a YouTube or an Instagram you've already created and just transcribe that and put it into there and kind of use that as a mocking way? Like there's a lot of ways to do this, right? So some of you guys already have made so much content over the years. just find your content, transcribe it, put it in there, and let it start talking like you.
Yep. And then you just teach. Go ahead, Carlos.
Yeah, no,
I got a question for Carlos. Hold on a second.
Before
Hold
everybody
on.
gets out of here,
I got a
give me
question,
second.
Carlos. We
Yeah.
will fight arm wrestle on this. What are you doing August 5th to the 8th? Because I know what I'm doing August 5th to the 8th. What are you doing? And not your AI guy, Nick. What are you doing August 5th to 8th?
Oh, you're asking me. I think you're asking Carlos. August 5th to the 8th? No idea.
I'd love for you to join us on our cruise, man. We're taking a cruise on build24.com. For all of you guys who have already signed up, congratulations. Seats are running out. August 5th through the 8th will be the best build in the universe. And there are other builds, but no builds like this build, right? It will be all of us in our swimsuits, learning and having fun and masterminding on the biggest boat that's ever not been built yet. That's right. The Utopia of the Seas is being built right now. We will be on the second voyage. So if something's going to get screwed up, it's going to be on the first one. We'll be on the second voyage ever. And it will be the most remarkable event EXP has ever seen in the history of the universe. Build24.com. Carlos, jump in.
Love it, man. You know, Nick, you're coming on the cruise, and everybody here should be on the cruise. Listen, guys, I love Nick. Like, he's super respectful. Like, we tell everybody here, hey, you know, bring massive value, add massive content, don't sell anything. This is coming from contribution. And he respects that, and I love it for it. But man, like, if you really want to go deep on this, sign up for his certified AI specialist, or, you know, what's the title, Nick? The full course?
Yeah, so I'll throw that in the chat. Like we said, that wasn't really the goal of this here today.
Dude, I've been a customer of yours for years. Like,
Yeah, no,
for years.
Listen,
Like this right here, this is
because,
ridiculous.
Yeah, this is something that we really got to make sure everybody here knows about and gets into the institute as an AI certified real estate agent. This is the #1 AI certification for real estate agents in the industry. And if you thought what Nick taught here was cool, just imagine spending time with him in his course and the content and the community and the updates that come along. I mean, it's incredible. So definitely we're a fan of everything he does, a massive value, and you guys should definitely look into that AI certification.
I appreciate that, Carlos. Yeah, we created the world's first AI certification. We have trademark pending on that, which will be coming in the next couple months, which I'm excited for. Also learn the AI listing advantage, how to differentiate yourself from every other agent out there, win more listings, market your listings, and multiply your listings through that as well. But we dropped the link in there. Just another quick note too, if you guys notice my autopilot, it just gave you the notes for everything on this call in the chat. So if you guys didn't have notes, now my autopilot, my AI assistant, gave you the notes on the whole call, and you could click on that link and get the entire notes from there too. That was just another quick tool.
And that's the mic drop when you're teaching an AI class. It's like, oh, by the way, boom.
Hey man.
All right, Gil, any final words?
No, man, I'm just in absolute highest amount of love and awe for your growth, and like continue to crush it. We're going to all watch that replay on the globalallianceuniversity.com. If you don't have a university password, talk to your mentor, talk to your coach. We'll be happy to get you a password to the Global Alliance University. You can see all-stars like Nick Krem and other leaders of the universe in there teaching their absolute best from the heart as a servant leader. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Wish you the best. Hope to see you on the cruise at Build 24, August 5th to the 8th, man. We'll talk offline.
See you guys.
All right, guys. See you next week for another one. Talk to you guys later.
I don't know why he flexed. I made me want to flex. I just flexed. Take care, guys. Be well.